up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Mahou Shoujo site chapters 60 through 62. And last time I covered Mahou Shoujo site, we started a prequel that takes place about 1 year prior to the events of the main story, and we met Kaya and Sakaki. And man, like, I gotta say right now, this series is probably more brutal. This prequel is more brutal than the freaking main story, and it just really makes me think of Saint Seiya. If you have not read Saint Seiya or Saint Seiya: The Lost Canvas, I said it last time and I'll say it again. Saint Seiya is a fucking brutal story. It really is. The events in Saint Seiya, what happened, it's brutal. But man, The Lost Canvas, woo, The Lost Canvas. If you think Saint Seiya is brutal, The Lost Canvas is just even worse. It's more traumatic. Oh my god. Anyway, so Kaya's sister was murdered, and her father, who's a detective, like, got revenge on the three boys who allegedly murdered her sister, and is in jail for it. And because of that, she got bullied, and my god, what this one bully did, Melissa, is just, well, first of all, Melissa's a fucking hoe. Second of all, what Melissa did is just unfucking called for. What Melissa did was, one, was freaking extortion, attempted extortion. Second of all, she, like, what she attempted, also, she was a fucking prostitute, to boot, so she's doing that. And then the other thing she did was, Kaya's only friend, she said, for the extortion, she said if Kaya didn't give her money, that basically her friend was going to be raped by this big hulking black gay man. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But luckily Sakaki came and saved the day. Thank goddamn God. But yeah, Kaya's stick is really interesting, and we've seen it in the main story, which is basically the mirror that, like, once the compact mirror, once which will, like, if you touch another magical girl, you get their power. But what Sakaki said was really interesting. What Sakaki said at the end of the chapter was that that Kaya's sister was murdered by a magical girl, another magical girl, and the first thing that came to my mind was that we could possibly have another Kaname situation. Because remember what Kaname did to Ninjaman. But let's get to chapter 60 and see what happens next. Are you saying that my sister AIRI was murdered with a stick from Mahou Shoujo site? And this chapter is chapter 60 is titled Hero, and I gotta tell you, these chapter title pages are really, really cool. And I think they're better than the main story sometimes. It's weird. The incident of beating and murder of a girl in Kagane City. So we're finding out the story now of how Kaya's sister was murdered. So we're gonna get the full story now. 15-year-old boys, Karasuma Tatsumi, Saibara Ryuru, Hiromatsu Tsubasa, these three 8th graders beat the shit out of an 8-year-old girl and murdered her. Based on testimonies from eyewitnesses, those three became the prime suspects of the incident. After conducting a forensics test with the remains of their hair and saliva at the location of the incident, the result matched, and it was concluded that they were the perpetrators. But then those boys denied the accusation. Of course they did. There was not a single trace on the boys' bodies that could prove that they were the ones who conducted physical assault towards the victim. There was no proof that the damage on the girl's body was due to their violence either. So far, this definitely sounds like a Kaname situation here. The police also couldn't find the weapon that they used to assault the girl. Oh yes, this definitely sounds like this could be a Kaname situation. In the end, this incident was not solved because of the lack of evidence, and the three boys were declared not guilty and released free of charge soon after. It's such a mysterious incident, and we have this was on the Wikipedia page, which I think is cool. That's where Sakaki read this from. There's no way that bunch of 15-year-old boys could commit such a murder without leaving any evidence, not without a stick from Mahou Shoujo's side at least. Exactly. So again, this could be a Kaname incident. So what could have possibly happened is, again, a Kaname incident where these boys found out that AIRI had a stick and that she was a magical girl, took her stick and used it against her, and they probably could have the stick still in their possession. So we'll find out if that's the case. No way, then those boys also received a stick from Mahou Shoujo's site? Either that or they managed to obtain the stick through other methods. Other methods? I recall that the report of your sister's body was quite weird. Even though it's pretty obvious that it was done by a human, the result of the autopsy showed that there was not a single sign of her body being touched by anyone. Ugh, I'm sorry. When I think about it, if it's all that website's fault that my family became such a mess, then I can't forgive them. Woo! So this prequel here. So this prequel we're getting here this could be about the first this could be kind of like Attack on Titan Before the Fall, where we're getting like the first uprising against the Titans, or in this case the first uprising against Mahou Shoujo's site, against the admins. This is interesting, and those who are managing it as well. Well, this time your father is the one who got punished for getting his revenge done. And I do not blame, you know what? I do not blame, I understand why her father did this. I totally do. He went about it the wrong way, but I understand why her father was mad and did what he did. He's just a crazy murderer. But in my opinion, your father is a hero. Again, I love you, manga, for doing, I gotta mention this, and I might do. I couldn't. So I was thinking about going to Fanime this week, this upcoming weekend for for my first convention, and I don't know if I'm going to or not, because I originally because I thought there was going to be a Viz Media panel and a Shonen Jump panel, and that's the main reason why I wanted to go. Turns out it's canceled, so I might not go now. But I saw a panel there, and it was about it was a total SJW panel, and I was just like, really? No. And but then I saw this other panel here, and it made my day, about like the radical left and shit in manga and modern manga and the political agenda, and I'm like thinking, really? What manga are you reading? I haven't seen like politics, radical leftist politics and manga lately. If anything, I've seen the opposite. I've seen more family values, and I've seen a lot more like family structure in manga as of late. I don't, maybe it's like anime originals that are having this, but I've seen the total opposite. I don't know if I'm the only one that's saying this, but I'm curious what you guys think. But in my opinion, your father is a hero, huh? He sacrificed himself to punish the evil that couldn't be judged by the law. There are those piece of shit who live happily free of charge and can laugh as much as they want by those they tormented. And then there are the victims and their relatives who can do nothing but get traumatized by the experience and biting their own lips while holding back their murderous intent to take revenge. And that's all because of the incompetence of the law of this country. But your father managed to uphold the justice. And you know what? You don't see this in American media. People are being silent, but I'm sure that deep inside their mind, they're all saying, good job to your father. Exactly. For example, there are a lot of people who are praising your father on the internet. Yeah! Oh my god, look at these comments. Good work, old man. Good job, LOL. Piece of shit brats like them should just die, LOL. It's been a while since we get good news, LOL. Wow, so cool. He's doing God's work, LOL. There's no need for those piece of shit to be spared. People like them are better off dead.
Thank you! I love, like, series like this make me really happy. Because, first of all, series like this and, like March Comes In Like a Lion, they highlight the brutality of female bullying, and Kakaguri does a really good job of it as well. And the other thing that series like this and also Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia illegals do, and fuck, even Boku no Hero Academia does as well, is they give us really strong father figures and strong, they're not afraid to embrace masculinity. They're not giving us, like, they're not doing this toxic masculinity shit. So major, like, I loved it. I love series like this. Sakaki-san, but because of him, me and my mom's life became like this. I never think that, we were saved by him. You were always, looking at that bitch and your classmates with a murderous look. You could do it if you want. I don't want to become like... You could do it if you want. I don't want to become like him. My idea of justice is being able to withstand everything until we can get our lives and future back. And I said this last video, and I want to mention this again. Something that Kaya said last in the chapters I covered last video was... She said that she wants to kill all these motherfuckers because of all the bullying she was enduring. And I said, you know, I don't blame her because especially of the brutality of the bullying she was dealing with. And it made me wonder, and like the timing of these chapters when they came out is very interesting because of all the school shootings that were going on. And it just is really, it's fascinating because of the fact that, and with, you got the leftists blaming guns and not talking about the bullying aspect. When you have this girl, you have Kaya, who's enduring all this bullying, you know, and she, with these bullies calling her father a murderer. And that murder runs in her, that she's a murderer's daughter, and that murder's in her blood. And she said she wants to murder them, but she held back and she said, I'm not gonna do it. I'm better than this. I ain't gonna do it. So I just wanted to point that out. My idea of justice is being able to withstand everything until we can get our lives and future back. This girl is a strong girl. Kaya is a strong woman. She's a strong girl. She's a strong woman. And this is what gets me mad with like these feminists, is that these feminists bitch and complain and they aren't victim, they're talking about like equal pay and shit. And you're not talking about like the victims of female bullying like this. And look what Kaya's saying right here. She's saying, my idea of justice is being able to withstand everything until we can get our lives and future back. But she's enduring everything. She's just doing what she can. Do whatever you want. Can I eat the rest of the cake? Sure, go ahead. Well, it's not like you can use your stick at the moment anyway. Use that slaughter note to find magical girls and copy their abilities. I will lend you a hand. Why are you doing that much for me, Sakaki-san? I'm also trying to find someone. Someone? A magical girl. Eh? That person was not listed in the slaughter note. Well, it's more like I don't know that person's face or name to begin with, but you are still going to search for that person? Why? I'll give you advice. I'll give you one advice. Keep this in mind when you are using your stick. It consumes your lifespan. Let's see.
Lifespan? Do you remember that after using your stick, there's blood coming out from your body? Yes. As for me, it's coming out from my navel. Woo! Now that's interesting. Because usually, when the magical girls are using their sticks, it's usually coming out from their mouth and their eyes. I think this is a first. It's a sign that our bodies are getting drained. Our lifespan decreases after we use our stick. That's the rule of thumb. That when you transform, a certain symbol will appear on your body. Ooh, that's so cool! For hers, it's Epsilon. We can also make sure I love that Sakaki has a Greek symbol, especially since she looks so Greek. She totally does. We can also make sure if someone has a stick with this and this symbol, just treat it like a life points. It decreases after you use the stick. Life points? What's going to happen if it gets depleted completely? That symbol represents your lifespan. If it's gone, then you will die. Eh? Die? That's why you shouldn't use your stick carelessly. Use it only for emergency. Well, if you want to waste your lifespan, then go ahead. Then Sakaki-san, even though it reduced your lifespan, you still used your stick to save me? I won't help you any more than this. From now on, take care of yourself somehow. Happy birthday. See ya. Sakaki-san. Thank you. Aww. Okay, so now we're getting into chapter 61. No, don't do it. What the fuck? What? Oh my god, this is a stick that causes what the fuck? Holy shit, it caused her to explode. Holy shit. This chapter is titled A, chapter 61. Holy shit. Holy shit! Good morning. Takuma, you are already full of energy, aren't you? Of course, it's all thanks to you. Sorry, Takuma. It's all my fault that... Wow, come on, don't say stuff like that. I love Takuma. Let's just say it's a price for witnessing a miracle. A miracle? No way. Compared to the old days, it's so... Yep. You've really grown up, Kaio-san. What are you talking about? I said Kai. Oh my god, I've been saying Kaya. It's Kaio. Why the fuck have I been doing that? You have grown up as well, right? Aww. You saw it? Oh my god! I saw something that I don't want to see. What do you mean by that? What are you doing? We are going to be late. Yeah. Takuma has nothing to do with all of this. If you want to hurt someone, then hurt me instead. Sakaki-san. What is it? Kaio, what in the world is Mahou Shoujo site? He heard! Sakaki-san, thanks for yesterday. You want to be a mangaka, Sakaki-san? Ooh, that's pretty. Don't look. I'm still making the draft. Go away. I'm sorry. So today, Melissa and Atsure are absent. It seems their friend from other classes also absent. Let's see. Karma's a bitch, Melissa. That's all I gotta say. Here's detention center. It hasn't been long since the last time you visited me. Did something happen? I want you to tell me in detail about that incident. Woo! You didn't want to hear it before. Why are you suddenly to solve the mystery around it? Kaio, what are you thinking? Well, the police department investigated the incident many times already. If even we couldn't find any evidence, what can you do? What if it's more than just the usual murder incident? What? What do you mean by that? Just tell me about what happened, no matter how trivial it is. Hold on a second. I want to check the beginning of this chapter. So, the beginning of this chapter here, I wonder if it's related to the actual...
I wonder if it's, not only is it related to the, murder, or AIRI's murder, I wonder, like, part of me is thinking, and I wonder if this is why they're releasing it now. I wonder if it's because of what happened with Mizumi. I wonder if these guys were the previous humans that were regulating the sticks. It just, that really makes me curious about that. But part of me doubts that, but the latter. But the former, that would make sense. Okay. What do you mean by that? Just tell me about what happened, no matter how trivial it is. We couldn't find any evidence, but I'm sure that they were the ones who did it. They even said it themselves! I heard it with my own ears, so yes, so far, basically, we're definitely having a Konami situation. Well, it's really way more fun than doing it to a stray cat. Good thing that this country's police are incompetent. For sure, as long as they couldn't find the weapon, we would never get charged. Let's do another one. Did they say something else after that? After that, I don't really remember, but I really regret it. So please forgive me, I beg you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. No. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. It's not me. I swear it's not me. It's all that person's fault. You're misunderstanding this. It's not me. I was from... no, I don't want to die. Stick from a... Oh my fucking god! So, we got confirmation, that's how chapter 61 ends. We got confirmation that it was definitely from a stick. Holy shit. Holy freaking shit, we got confirmation it was from a goddamn stick. Oh my god. So, now that we know it's from a stick, we got to figure out the next thing, which is it from, is it the Konami situation where it was stolen? Or is it are we in a Mizumi situation? I'm leaning towards the Konami situation, but we're going to find out in a second. But here we go. Now we're at chapter 62, which is titled Alone. Oh my god. So Dad was who was the victim? Oh god, her head fucking blew off. Mikaneyama High's first year student, Yonikawa Hitomi. Her head was blown out by some kind of explosive. She's pretty cute. Too bad there's only half of her face now. Thanks for your hard work. The wound looks pretty weird for an explosive. What does it mean? Mizumi! Mizumi! Change my theory here. I think what could have happened here, what could have possibly happened here as well, Mizumi, and this is who probably took the stick to boot, because the other question I just realized this is who took the stick, because again, this is based on what we're finding out right now, sounds like a Konami situation more than a Mizumi situation. I think what I mean by Mizumi situation is where these boys worked for the admins. That's what I meant by a Mizumi situation. I think Mizumi took the stick from them. Obtained it from them, but we'll see. It's our job to investigate on it. A? What do you mean by A? Or
Just, who is that person? I don't know. He was probably just blabbering last minute random nonsense. Or maybe I was the one who heard his word about A. It's probably not just random nonsense. And you know what? Based on this chapter right now, with Mizumi, now that we saw Mizumi, it makes sense why this prequel is out. Why we're getting this prequel. Because of what happened in chapter 55. Because remember what happened, Konami escaped and he slit Mizumi. I hope this doesn't mean Mizumi's dead. Please say Mizumi's not dead. Manga gods, please, I really don't want Mizumi to be dead. But anyway, is that what you think? Oh, wait a minute! I just realized this, and this is the other thing too. Because remember at the end of chapter 55, we saw that picture with Mizumi and Alice. So we might actually find out the truth about Mizumi through this prequel as well. Is that what you think? Do you remember anything else? I can't remember what happened after that. After I took AIRI's revenge on them, my memories became vague. Listen, Kaio, don't get involved with something weird like this. I don't want my daughter to be in danger anymore. Don't worry, I will be fine. But, Papa, sorry, Kaio's still in danger. Kaio, I keep saying Kaio, it's Kaio. Kaio, there's one thing that I wanted to tell you. I'll get transferred to Tokyo Detention House soon. There's probably only one reason for that. To execute me! No! Oh. Mom, I'm not going to be alone, right? You're not going to leave me alone, right? I don't want that to happen. There's Sakaki. Let's find the other magical girls tomorrow, okay? Sure, let's do it. Yeah! At 10 o'clock. Don't be late. Yay! Who are you? I'll give you 5 seconds to choose. To kill yourself or to get killed by me? Oh my god! She sliced her tongue in half! 4, 3. No! You can't end like this! Oh my god! This prequel. Holy shit, what is with the prequels being better than the fucking main story? Oh my god, this is insane, but wow. So, I'm very curious what you guys think, like, about what we're going to get in this prequel. I think we're going to find, part of me is thinking we're going to find out how Mizumi started working for the admins. I really think that. I also think, and what do you guys think about the 3 boys? Do you think do you think we're in a Konami situation where they stole the stick? Or do you think we're more in the Mizumi situation where they were working for the admins? Or do you think it's if you guys think it's the Konami situation, do you think that they stole the stick from AIRI and that AIRI was being bullied? Because remember what I'm trying to think what Kaio's father meant by what he said when he said, I don't want my daughter to be in danger anymore. What do you think he meant by that? Do you think he meant AIRI? Like, do you think he knew AIRI was being bullied? Or do you think he meant, or do you think he means Kaio? Like, I'm leaning towards Kaio more than AIRI because now that I think about it, Mahou Shoujo site, if I remember correctly, Mahou Shoujo site mainly is for the magical girls. They're mainly middle schoolers. They don't go for the elementary school girls. It's mainly middle schoolers. So I think the former is out. That AIRI had the stick. I think it's mainly he's mainly talking about Kaio. Because of the situation. He knows the situation, not the bullying situation. He's talking about the other situation where mom is dying, they're financially in trouble, that kind of thing. I think that's what he's referring to be honest. But I'm very curious what you guys think of. What do you guys think of? Do you guys think it's more if this is the Konami? Like, actually, this could be more of the latter, where this is more of these boys were working for the admins, because I'm just remembering something that Nana said a while back, where she said when we first met Mizumi, which is that they were talking about making sure that they were they got a more competent human to regulate the sticks. I'm kind of leaning towards that because of what was said in regards to that, but I could be wrong. But based on these guys being complete fucking morons, I'm really starting. Man, I'm not. It actually could be both. It really could. It could, based on, it could be both. Now that I'm really thinking about it, it could be both. It really could. It could be the Konami or the admin situation, or Mizumi's predecessor. But this is going to be interesting. Like, now that we have Mizumi here, especially if this is the Mizumi's predecessor situation, this is going to get really interesting, especially if we find out if we're going to get and this may be why we're getting this prequel now, because we're going to find out how Mizumi met Alice. Like, if that happens, woo, it's going to be good. But ooh, I'm really curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of these what do you guys think of this prequel, first of all? What do you guys think of what scenario do you guys think happened? Do you guys think that we're getting a Kodame situation, or do you guys think we're in a Mizumi situation? Let me know your thoughts either in the comment section below or in the Nerdigans Inc. Discord server. The link to that, the server is in the description box below. Also, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion. There is a few ways that you can do that. You could donate to my PayPal, GoFundMe, Patreon, or purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and Friend Me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!